Engines roaring, feel the beat. Ryan and John can't be beat. On the Fastlane, so sleek. Gotta rev up, hit the street. Ooh yeah, Fastlane, all night, feel the speed.
And we're back in the fast lane, proudly brought to you by Betterfy. Formula One is back.
Yes, Zandvoort, the Dutch oven is cooking up some great racing for this weekend. It's going to be raining, right? It's
Yeah.
going to be raining, but good for our current champion, Max. He'll be happy with rain, I'm sure.
It'll slow the McLarens down, that's for sure.
Definitely.
And if you look at the record, I was looking at some of the record, the stats. He's won there a couple of times. I think he's one of the few drivers that have won 3 times there. And there's a couple. There was a list of drivers that have previously had
Look, it's a
multiple
circuit.
winners.
You know, obviously the Red Bull prefers the high-speed corners, battles in the low speed, but Zandvoort's like mid-speed corners. It's quite weird. Obviously, McLaren getting the win there last year with Norris winning that race. So we see Piastri coming back. I mean, he's playing the mind games. Oh, I had a great summer break. Looking forward to getting back to action and taking the win. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting this next half between those two teammates. I'm waiting. Like I keep saying to you, at some point they're going to touch, they're going to rub, they're going to have a little bit of action. So Zach Brown's he's got his hands full coming a couple of races. So,
Absolutely. The big news this week, we called it last week on the fast lane. It didn't take rocket science to work it out. Valtteri Bottas, the first signing, we knew that was 99% in the bag. It was the second seat that was always under question. Would it be Mick Schumacher? Would it be Checo Perez? It was either one of those two. And you made a very interesting call, and we spoke about it this morning on Smile FM. The fact that Mick Schumacher surely was in the mix there somewhere. That we haven't seen the end of him, and I don't think we have in terms of his career being done. I'm sure somewhere along the line where he's the reserve driver for Cadillac, possibly.
Yeah, I think so.
Or maybe a seat elsewhere next season. I don't think we've seen the end of Mick. But Checo Perez brings with him about $30 million worth of sponsorship. So it's a no-brainer to have him. 2 experienced stalwarts in Formula One taking on Cadillac. What I was surprised about, and again we spoke about this, was the lack of readiness for the announcement. It was almost like they were pressurized to make the announcement before this Formula One weekend, because, and I'll tell you why I think that, because they could have at least, the bare minimum was their team caps on, was having a team Cadillac cap on. Even the CEO wasn't branded. Both drivers weren't branded in the press conference, and I would have expected some form.
Just go to the local dealership, take a couple of caps. Yeah, boys, put these caps
Cadillac caps on at the very least.
But I think maybe with Valtteri, like I said to you, is that perhaps he couldn't contractually, because he's still a reserve driver for Mercedes.
But the CEO could have.
CEO, they definitely, and Perez could have definitely.
What a great way to have announced your presence in next season by doing your driver lineup and having some form of merchandise where people have gone, oh, that's something cool. Anyway.
Look, experienced guys, I think they're clever to go this route, because obviously as a startup team, you don't want to be going and throwing money away where youngsters trying to prove himself, crashing the car, and also the experience behind the scenes that they will bring both those drivers, one at Red Bull, one at Mercedes. So I think Cadillac very clever there with the driver lineup. And look, don't forget, these two guys are still, I think, want to prove a point, and they were generally quite quick drivers as well. So very exciting. Yeah, we hope Mick can hang in there. Obviously, so many youngsters coming through, so many youngsters bringing money. It's a tough sport. There's only so many seats in the world.
Now, but MotoGP takes a break this weekend, and then we'll have more in next week's Fastlane. But you and I took a little road trip. I've been nagging John forever. If you don't know, I love knives. I think we've mentioned this before on a previous podcast of ours, that I love knives. I have an EDC all the time. In actual fact, what have I got with me on today? Oh, in actual fact, I've got a bull with me today. This is a very special bull.
Oh, nice.
It's one of the production bulls. So it's a Reate, who is a manufacturer.
When you say production, that's like
a mass production to the mass market.
Not
so this is a mass production bull, and it's got the bull autograph signature.
I know that logo now.
Yeah. But I took you out to the bulls, who for many years I thought were based in America, and when I touched base with them, only to realize that they're based here in the Western Cape. We took the all-new Renault Duster out there, the automatic version. Both of us blown away by this.
Really enjoyed the car.
We took on a bit of a road trip out to the Bulls to go for Knife Collection Day, and it happened to fall on Aaron's birthday. Enjoy the road trip. We're on a fast lane epic adventure. We're going to do something, John, that doesn't have motoring at the forefront, even though we're in the brand new Renault Duster. The last time I drove this was in manual configuration, and I still said to you, if this was automatic, it would be a knockout. It is. It's automatic. It is a 4x2. It is such a quirky engine. It is such a lekker car to drive.
Stylish.
Now,
I must tell you that I do have one up on you when it comes to Renault, right? I've driven enough of them to know where the volume is. And I told you about where it was. And I don't think you quite heard exactly what I was saying.
looking behind the steering wheel.
Yes, I said behind the steering wheel, there's a little column here, right? There's a little column, a small little column here that has an up and down.
Yeah.
There goes the volume up.
But no, wait.
There goes the volume
I didn't
down.
find it.
Oh, didn't you find it?
No, I saw it on top of the screen. Eventually, look here. Tiny little buttons.
Tiny buttons on top, right. So I know that Renault, since
It's actually there. I didn't
as
see
far
it.
back as I can remember, have always had a tiny little stalk
the
where you can adjust the volume and go through various other settings in the car.
Sneaky. It's almost like the snails you eat. Sneak it in the corners.
I did have snails recently. The liquor thing about this car is that for the first time, and you're always bringing home amazing cars from Driving Force, and I know there's a Porsche GTS box there that's in the garage. For the first time, I'm actually going, no, I'm not going to swap. I'm actually done and dusted. I've got the duster out and I'm dusting the highways off here.
It's my job to do it this weekend, but you're right. I mean, we always talk about that we're very fortunate to drive these really nice cars, but every now and again we do get some really, really nice ones.
Yeah.
This morning is a sad moment for me to hand over the keys of this one to you, because I feel like this one, between the two of us, we've taken care of this like it's our own.
Yeah.
The GTS,
Yeah,
it is beautiful.
GTS has been a part of the fleet now for a while. We've really been fortunate to drive it, and I'm looking forward to on a rainy birthday. It's birthday morning this morning.
Yes, celebrations. It's actually my dad's birthday. Yeah, it's a lot of birthday activities. But also talking about the GTS, something's coming, which I haven't told Ryan yet.
Oh.
Because we started rapping, something's gonna start.
It's a Raptor.
No.
It's a vanilla ice, baby. Bum, 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 bum. All right, stop.
Where was he last night? Where do you think Ryan was last night?
I was singing. Right, now, listen.
Okay.
Wait, Morty, where are we going now? Okay? So,
Cutting
before
edge.
we go... Get a haircut. Before we reveal what's going on, because John's a new part to this part of my world. He always tends that he's interested in this.
I am actually.
And he's like, I've even got him one, and he's got one, and he never carries it with him. I'm very big into EDC. Now, EDC isn't some kind of bondage, sexual bondage that takes place, even though it does sound a bit kinky. We're taking him to the EDC Palace.
Let's go.
EDC stands for everyday carry. If you guys out there carry things like pocket knives, or if you've got like maybe a zipper lighter and you've got like a little, I won't call it a man bag, but if you've got everyday carry, it can be even a phone in a nice wallet.
Indiana
EDC.
satchel.
Indiana Jones satchel. But EDC is everyday carry, and I always like to carry a really nice knife with me. Now,
That you do.
Interesting story is the place that I'm taking John to this morning. I had no idea these guys were even in South Africa or Cape Town, let alone the fact that they make the best knives in the world, right? I'm very much into the mechanics behind making knives. So that's why I like mechanical wristwatches. That's why I like things like writing instruments. There's an art to making, handcrafting something that has function. And nothing is quite as nice as being in a position to own a really nice bespoke pocket knife. So, John, I promised you that we'd be somewhere special today, and it gets no more special than this New Knife Connection Day, NKD, as the EDC world will know it as. But this is something special because a good couple of years ago, I managed to connect with these brothers, and the family are artisans in the knife trade, and they really churn out some of the world's finest knives. You know how much of a fan I am of the Bulls and the work they do, and so I brought you here to my world to let you in on a little surprise that today, on a very special day, and it was a couple of years ago, almost to the day, on Aaron's birthday, when it was collection day as well. And today's collection day, we're collecting something very special. But these guys are really, when it comes to the best of the best, and like I said to you, I was so surprised that they were in Cape Town. I thought these guys are based somewhere in a little town in the outskirts of the state somewhere. But that is how good we are as knife makers. I've shot a video here before, looking through the setup that they've got here. We really produce some of the world's finest artisans and artists. And when it comes to mechanical engineering, when it comes to knives, specifically the engineering and the tolerance levels that you need to engineer your stuff at to work. Like I said, it might bore the hell out of you, but for me, it is the most amazing thing on earth. I've been carrying, as you know, something that's very special from the Bulls, and this is one of their last creations before coming to collect this, which is something that's really cool that I'm going to show you now. And this is, and I hate passing passing this to, and you know me,
Yeah.
I don't like to give
I
my
don't
knife
touch-
to
I don't
anybody
pick up any
because
knives.
people want to play with it.
I've
They
learned.
think they can flick it out.
Yeah.
They think they can, they can do strange things with my knife. You don't touch my knife. I don't even cut things with my knife. I carry it. I enjoy how beautifully it's made, how well centered the lines are, how well balanced it is. Importantly, enough talk about it. Let's go into the workshop and go and meet the Bull brothers. There they are. Look, on a fine Saturday morning, working their backsides off. Gareth and Jason. Morning, bud. Good to see you, boys. You too. Jeez, and there's no such thing ever, John, and you'll notice this, as an off day in the Bull workshop, right? Yeah. It's a Saturday, it's a Sunday, it doesn't matter. Every day is a day in this workshop.
Listen, I'm really excited because obviously I love the mechanical side of things. So, I mean, this workshop, this is like, little man cave here. There's a lot going on. So I'm really excited. I love the fact that you brought out this tray. And I assume under that tray there's something very special for Ryan to choose.
Oh yeah. We've got a fresh batch, literally fresh off the grinder.
Literally.
And Ryan will pick his out and we'll put an edge on and off she goes.
You guys had such a busy year that I think it's the first year, and I can't remember how long, that you actually weren't on an overseas trip to the States. I mean, that's literally how busy you've been.
Yeah, it's been busy couple years. Last year, we finished last year by going over doing the Re8 thing, so we had that huge run, and then we're gearing up. So the thing is, we want to switch over to CNC so that we can put a bit more out, add some new toys and new tricks. So it's busy.
And add to the fact that you guys are innovating, using materials again in a space that's not traditionally, those materials aren't traditionally used because they're hard to work with, right? And the harder they become to work with, the more you guys and you and your brother look at it and go, how do we work this into our products? I mean, I'm talking about crystal titanium. It's probably one of the hardest materials on earth to work with.
There are more challenging ones. Some of the steels are insane, but crystal tie it's sort of newish on the market. We've got some great guys who have been hooking us up with this stuff. Knife makers are hoarders at the best of times with materials. You've got to be careful, otherwise you'll just have piles and piles of materials. But we got this in, and we've been sort of progressively testing it too. So it was, with your first one, was the details.
The details, yeah.
And then we made sure it was mechanically sound, and then we could add the clips and everything like that. So we're taking it further and further every time. It's trial and error, a bit of R&D, and then great things come out.
I love it. Great things do come out of this workshop. The creativity in this space is amazing. He's pottering around here in the background, but Jason's on the go. He's wearing some cool merch, and actually, I haven't seen that orange top. I don't know when that orange top kind of had its run. But Jay come pop in here. I certainly wasn't on the Christmas list when these came up, and these are awesome merch.
We got two in it.
Very, very cool. So you only got two. So we
just tried them out. The thing is, we didn't. December for Africans were always like, no, it's t-shirt shorts. So we went over to the States to do the run, and we were like, oh no, it's cold because it's winter. So we had to get a couple of jerseys. So I thought, I'll just
got made over the tail. Great.
Jason, you have because various people have their roles here, John. Just so you know, there's various stations where various things take place. But the kind of a craziness when it comes to that experimentation, and a man with as equal an eye to detail like his brother when it comes to the smaller, more intricate bits to work with. This man, he goes into the zone, right? The zone is when you don't interfere with him in the zone. Almost helmet on, and he's in there working on these delicate pieces that make the knives what they are. It's such a lekker Saturday morning being out here. The family are all up and about, but importantly, it's knife collection day. And I know when I come here, they go pick one. I'm like,
it's exciting for us too.
Exactly. I'm like, please, you guys know these babies. Choose a baby for me. Like have a look and guide me. They're like, nope, it's got to be a personal selection. It's got to be something that we collect. So having said that, let's take a look at what we're collecting. Finally, another baby to the collection. On a special day in my life where Aaron turns another year older, something special gets added to the collection. Gents, legends, a little high five. The year edition. There's your baby.
Oh, let's have a look.
Oh, come on. Just look at the detail here. Just look. Oh, look at that. Importantly. Oh, look at that blade. Look at that. I'm happy. Stick a fork in me, I'm done.
So there we go. Interesting, a day in the life of going to go do a knife collector and a collection, and some nice images there of what that knife looks like. I took those images that you're seeing now, by the way, with obviously with my more professional camera. But what a beautiful blade, and what a very special experience and going over and visiting the bulls. From visiting the bulls to talking about the Duster and what we're driving this weekend, it's always special going out to Mini Tiger Valley and BMW Tiger Valley. Now, we were supposed to drive the all-new X7. There's one that's just arrived on the floor at BMW Tiger Valley. However, having said that, equally as special is when it comes to compact cars, Mini, and not just any Mini, the John Cooper Works Special. It is a special car. Let's have a quick look. So we popped into, like we mentioned, BMW and Mini Tiger Valley. This is so cool. I love these racing stripes. Nobody enjoys racing stripes on any kind of underwear. But when it comes to cars, they look really sexy. And in red, I love how they fade out the racing stripes down.
And the badging.
And the badging as well. And this badging isn't just any badging. It's John Cooper Works. Now, John Cooper Works.
Yeah, it's the John Special.
Now, you so fast, you lost the H in John, so you just J-O-N.
Yeah.
But tell us, how quick is this Mini?
This car is incredibly quick. It's got a go-kart mode. It's one of my best features in this thing. When you switch over, go-karts, and then the single pipe out the back, sounds phenomenal, but the handling, wherever you turn it goes, and you just want to go around circles, like more and more, and, and you can almost feel the car lifting because it's so stiff, the suspension. But the interior, it's just like they've got this eco-friendly interior, which lights up beautifully. Really enjoy the car. It's just, it puts smiles on your face all the time.
Do you know, I tried to get rid of you in traffic, right? So we left town together and we were leaving town and I was like, okay, but it's on. I'm going, but look, you can't really get rid of somebody on the national road these days, mainly because people that are meant to be doing, the minimum requirement is 80, they do 60, and they sit 60 in the slow and middle, and if you're lucky, there's a car doing 100 in the fast lane. It's a massive bone of contention of people that sit in the fast lane not doing the maximum speed limit, which is 120. Get that bloody hell out the way. Anyway, besides that, I tried to, just on a short distance, try to just get away from you in a Macan Turbo, right? And a Macan Turbo, let me tell you something, is no slouch. And I tried to, but you were on my tail. This is a little pocket rocket. And you know, we talk about hatchbacks and hot hatches. You know, the marketplace is full of these incredible cars. This has got to be on the radar if you're looking for that.
You've got to go drive it. You know, like I say, once you drive it, you won't want to get out of it. It's just incredible. But you know, like you talk about, it's like Luigi and Super Mario come out and his little voice goes, go, go, go. And you like kind of drop the gears and you fit through gaps. But yeah, I've just really, really enjoyed it. Braking, everything else is phenomenal. And you know what it's got? Herman Cardan.
It's got Herman.
It's got Herman.
Herman in there.
Herman's in there.
Herman Cardan is in this mini car. Herman. Carman.
My machtig.
Listen, Herman gets around.
He
His
does.
sound is really good. So go and visit the guys and girls out at Mini in Tiger Valley. And of course, from Mini Tiger Valley across to the Porsche Macan. Let's go and have a look. I've got to be honest with you. When these cars first came out, I honestly thought it was Macan, because I've had Macan before. I've been to a restaurant and they've said on the menu, Macan, right? It's the beef version of bacon. Bacon is pork and Macan is beef. So I thought, how beefy is this car? I've never driven the Turbo before, but thanks to Driving Force, I've been in this Turbo. Wow, what a car.
It is.
Again, we're talking racing stripes. We saw it on the Mini. They're on this Macan Turbo. I mean, what's this, 700,000-800,000 rand?
Yeah. And I mean, it's a low mileage, under 100,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
But again, you know...
No, I've just crossed 100.
Have you?
I've just crossed 100.
You.
It's sausage.
Gee, you know, but
I'm
still,
a Macan sausage.
for that kind of money, we always talk about it. What do you buy? And I just think this is a full package. I mean, I love the interior, heated seats, cooling seats, and you sit so nice in it. And it's a nice compact size, you know, enough boot space, handles really well, and it really does go.
I know. Talk about Macan. This is making my day. Thank you very much to the guys and girls out at Driving Force, and I look forward to seeing what's next in their stable as a beautiful RS3 goes up my neighborhood.
A little rasp in the area.
Yo, that car looks so cool, hey?
No, it's so much fun.
You know, on the road driving next to you, besides the fact that my phone almost blew away, that vehicle looks so cool. It's you know what it is? It's a sneaky little car.
It is.
Out of nowhere, you zip zag, you're there, you're
Yeah.
out the way, you know.
You feel like you need to drive like that as well when you drive it. That
Yeah.
you feel like you're being filmed all the time and you're in this like a Hollywood movie. You know, you go around circles.
Yeah.
And the car's very rigid, but with all four wheels being on all four corners, it handles so well. You almost turn in too soon and have to turn back out,
Yes.
but it goes exactly where you want it to. And just put smiles on your face all the time.
Go and visit the guys out at Mini Tiger Valley. We were there, and there was a young lady collecting a car, a young lady and her mom. And her mom was dropping her off to collect her new Mini. And the look on their faces, there's something so special about getting a car for your kids. And I think safety is always a major concern. Affordability is another massive concern. Reliability, something with a motor plan, something that's going to be great on the road. Minis have always been a firm favorite for students. And students or people that just live in maybe town, maybe the CBD. Maybe you don't have to travel too far. The modern Mini these days is used to the open highway. It's a great car to drive. So go and see the guys and girls out.
And
at
please
BMW
teach your
Tiger
kids
Mini.
to drive a little faster than 60
60
k's an hour on the N1. Ryan and I,
It's illegal.
It's
80 k's is the minimum, by the way, on the national
come on,
roads.
people.
What is up with people driving 60 kilometers on a national road? It is illegal. If you can't do the minimum 80, shouldn't be on the national road. Get off the road.
Get out the way.
Anyway, enough about that. Listen, very, very quickly, let's talk local motor racing, Kalani. There's local racing on the weekend. Good luck to everybody, the official voices of Kalani, Tiny Bubbles, and everybody else.
Yeah.
If you're at
Power
Zone 7
series.
for that as well.
Dirt karting at
dirt
Zone 7.
karting,
Very
100%.
cool.
And
Very
then
exciting.
quick shout out to Driving Force as well. They've got a couple of amazing cars on the showroom floor, including this Macan Turbo. Thank you for letting me drive something cool. Not that I don't, but it's lekker having something lekker and cool in the
That
driveway.
car sounds awesome. You know, you don't hear it from the inside when you're driving it, but from the outside when I was driving the Mini behind you, it's just got that cool rumble. I really like that car. It looks sexy on the road.
It does. And then also I've got to say that the Speed Classics around the corner, and we might be going up in something really special. Already the Fastlane's got an entry in. We've got a BMW in there, but we're looking to add another BMW in there. Details will be revealed on the podcast soon. So keep your ears peeled. Importantly, like, subscribe, and we'll be back with another Fastlane episode, proudly brought to you by Betterfy next week. And if I said back with another Fastlane, we should start a company called Fastlane.
That's so funny.
Fastlane. If you want a fast loan, listen to Fastlane.
We've had a few.
We'll be back with a Fastlane essay back next week with Betterfy. Like, subscribe.
Engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, on the fast lane, so sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street,